Hi everyone. Well, little Apani, what is she up to? In here, just checking for any mess, and I can see a little bit of urate just here. So yeah, I'll be getting her out. Of course, I'll be checking all through here today, just to make sure that there's not too many messes, and there shouldn't be, because I check regularly, of course, as one should. Only takes a minute of your time, and I know if you've got many snakes, it's not a minute. It's not exactly a minute for me either, to go right through and check and make sure there's no mess. I have to check all of the leaves and the plants, because little Miss Apani can tend to poop from a height, and it land down there on some of her leaves and stuff. So I just move things around. I've actually given her a little bit deeper water bowl. She's a good drinker, little Apani, and I was sort of finding that I was filling her enclosure quite regularly. As you can see, she's down there nice and warm. She has a heat mat there as well, so that's certainly a nice warm spot. But I saw little Apani out and about earlier at the door, which, connecting the dots, guys, was Apani telling me that she is probably happy to venture on out today. And I'll just let her come on out a little bit. Generally I would have two hands, because even as little as she is, she still likes to be feeling well supported by me. Of course, as any snake would, no matter their size. But as you can see, there is no fight from Apani, because she wants to come out. And it's dark, and I'm moving into the light, guys, so you will be able to see more of her. Of course, I'm standing on a couch here, which gets a little bit wobbly on my feet. One day you might see me just, I won't say the word, but butt over, and fall. And clumsy I can be. So can snakes. They can be clumsy too, trust me. That's why you've got to watch them. But yeah, it is about connecting dots. Not too hard, is it, when you know how to, and have learnt how to connect dots. And basically your snakes are exactly the same way in their behaviour. I'm going to spin this around, which will make it easier, I hope, and spread this. I can't find my other tripod, because Chase decided to throw it around the other day, and it's landed somewhere, and I can't find it. It's here somewhere. I will eventually find it when I am not doing something with one of my snakes, I guess. Because more importantly, I'd much rather be spending time with these guys than doing anything around the house, actually, to be perfectly honest. And that isn't because I've got some adverse thing towards cleaning home or vacuuming, but I would certainly prefer to spend time with somebody like Apani, who does like to come on out. But getting back to connecting the dots, it is kind of like that. once you've got to know your snake and their behavior and what they are trying to tell you. And then you see that behavior is so repetitive, and it always means exactly the same thing every time. You know, a pani's at a door, and that certainly is to me a pani telling me, "Can I come out, Mum? Are you going to get me out today?" And that is her way of showing me that's exactly what she wants. And you know, I did the video with Lily, which shows her clearly doing what she does to let me know she wants to come out. Well, this little girl is no different to Lily. She is exactly the same in her behavior, in so many ways. Completely different species altogether, but certainly so much like Lily. I know that she's going to be easygoing, could care less girl. She lives a beautiful life here, and I'll say that because she does. I treat her as I do all of my snakes. I don't put her in the category of she's little, she doesn't care. You know, she's got a nice big home to live in and crawl around in and do things in. She should be happy. Well, no, she's not. A pani, just like my big guys, wants to get out and wants to explore, and she wants to have time with me. So, yeah, it's about connecting the dots from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 and so on, and it ends up making up a picture of my snake wants to come out. My snake is dirtied in their enclosure. My snake is hungry. There is, you know, my snake is in shed. They have a behavior. You know, I know when Jack goes to ground and starts hiding in his hides, he's coming into shed. I know Lily, when she's coming into shed, even if there's really no signs of it, doesn't want to come out at all. Just wants to be left alone and staying in her enclosure. Maya at the moment doesn't want to come out. She's in shed. Tess is in shed. She's in... My cat just jumped and knocked the camera. Ruby's new spot is climbing up, and she's going, "Why is the basket not in the corner?" Which is where it's always been. She's looking in that corner. The basket I moved because that was somewhere where Lily used to go in and go to sleep. And last night Lily was out and up in that little hangout spot, and I didn't exactly want Ruby in the basket right at the bottom of it. So now she's kind of content, sorry if I'm, to curl up in there and have a nap. So that's what I do. But now I've forgotten where I was at. That's pretty typical of me to be going on one. Yeah, Tessa, there you go, is in a hide. Tessa's never in a hide. She is always out on one of her hammocks or branches. She's in shed. So I just connect the dots. Why is Tessa hiding? Ah, right. Tessa does that because she's in shed. I'll leave her alone. You know, it's just figuring it out. And what your snake, of course, is actually saying to you or trying to tell you. And it's important. to get to know what it is that they're actually trying to tell you. And you know, when you get your snake out, whether that snake has actually wanted to come out or not, don't get them out for a minute. Have a look at them and go, oh yeah, you're good. You're looking great. You know, nice to see you. Plonk. Then go back home. Don't do that. Give them some time out. You know, they've willingly, so to speak, come on out without trying to attack you in any way. Respect them that they've let you do that. Acknowledge that they've allowed you to do that, and give them some time with you. I think that is really, really important to do. So, you know, Apani's been out with me for, I guess it took me a few minutes or so to get her out and whatever, and I was talking, but you know, at least several minutes. And I'll let her stay out with me for another half an hour. Then she can go home. And more often than not, then she's happy to go home. Sometimes not, but at least I know I've given her some time out. So, take care of your snakes. Not that I always say it like that. Yourself, your family, and all your animals. Ciao.